darkness, my old friend.
I honestly I don't really want to play Hearthstone anymore. That was so demoralizing.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
C'Thun Tutor Mage. So the idea is we're running all minions. Every card in the deck's a minion or a weapon. We have cards like Star Scryer and the new Frostweave Dungeoneer to tutor our C'Thun spells as quickly as possible. I don't really want to keep Sphere. I don't know. Sphere may not be a good card if I'm mulliganing it right away, right? Double Star Scryer is pretty good, though. And I think Warlock's actually a pretty good matchup for the C'Thun to matter. We got Sphere back anyway, so deal. Why not? I don't know what we're... I don't really know what... I don't know what we're sending back with Sphere, because there's something I really want to put on the bottom of the deck. I don't know. That's actually already a little bad. That's fine. Sphere is sort of better when you're trying to keep things in deck as opposed to draw them out of your deck, but I mean, I can just try to use it to dig for the right curve fits occasionally and stuff, I guess. Try to find good curves and everything.
My folly, I have sown chaos.
Put back anything that feels too expensive or whatever. Oh, that's fine.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Oh, okay. Card draw. Not the best card draw, though. It's just like a more expensive Arcane Intellect in this deck because we have virtually 0 spells. Kind of the opposite of what we need, but that's okay. We might still have mana at some point to play it. We'll see. So, yeah, Solarian looks solid next turn. Ping, Solarian's fine. Oh, we're going to get some chip damage. I love it. Yeah, we'll take a heart. Okay. We're pretty much done now almost. Man, we're going to be at 3 pieces already. That's kind of wild. 3 down, 1 to go. So now I just need to find either Frostweave and C'Thun guaranteed as soon as they're played, right? Oh, hit his only. Aw. Oh, what? Oh no. Oh, that's guaranteed. I freaked out. I thought that was a random draw, of course. That's guaranteed. Yeah, we'll take a new fate. I don't need that guy, so. Oh, Janice is nice. All right. Let's go. Body's fine. Good time to play that. Does the new 3 mana 4/3 elemental discount C'Thun pieces? I believe it should. Yeah, I think it does. Or at least it should. I don't know that one specifically. I haven't tested it, but I don't think it's worth it for the record because you'd have to spend the elemental mana to discount it and you'd kind of end up in the same spot, I think, for the record. I guess I'm just gonna take anything that gets me closer to C'Thun now, actually. Oh, this is a good heart. I gotta take the heart here. Not gonna be many good hearts against Warlock, so. Trying to think if Mana Biscuit lets me like play anything with C'Thun that would really help me like secure a lethal or change things. I think I'm probably just gonna take the Arcane Intellect here to make sure I have card draw, but Mana Biscuit, if I had like a Frostbolt, say, I know it's rotated, but that's an example where I could like Frostbolt face for extra damage or clear a minion and play it alongside the C'Thun, or if we were priests and we had an insight that we could play to draw C'Thun and still have a Mana Biscuit to play C'Thun, that sort of thing. But I can't think of anything that exists there that I would randomly generate or advantage from the deck. None of my 2-drops seem to add in anything there, so. In other words, I don't know what advantage the Biscuit offers me.
Armor.
So they use Quinn already, so Jandis is probably good pre-twisting here. We can keep a Polk out because we're gonna want to have the C'Thun sooner than later. This isn't a bad eye, but I bet we can do better. Oh my god, Talon's gonna hit the Solarian. That's pretty crazy. Mozaki with eye would be sick if I actually had any other cheap spells. I guess I have Arcane Intellect eye. That's not bad. It's not bad. Little extra. 1 extra spell damage. So this hits Solarian Prime already, which is cool. Pretty good Jandis. That's a high roll Jandis for sure. Best Jandis ever. Yeah, it's like I said, Mozaki's not that good in our deck, but most mages would be quite thrilled, I think, to have this. I guess the spell mage wouldn't be pumped about Talon, but it's still very disruptive with the divine shield on the Jandis effect. That's always a good combo. So pretty 9 out of 10 Jandis, or 10 out of 10 Jandis maybe. Yeah, they're pre-twisting, so this might be awkward for them. I mean, like school spirits and stuff isn't bad, but it's not great. It's not bad though. It's not bad. They're worried about the Mozaki. Okay, they are over respecting the Mozaki. Now you can't blame them because they don't know they don't know I only have C'Thun spells, but they definitely over respected the Mozaki. If they do my deck, they would have regretted that, I think, but they don't. So, no fault of their own. Oh, that's the last C'Thun spell. Okay, cool. So we'll play that. C'Thun will be done next turn. I sadly can't play Polkelt with it, so we're kind of gapped one turn. What do they do now? This is definitely not twisting worthy, but that's a good maul target for me. Okay, sick. So yeah, we'll have to wait a turn on the Polkelt. I could just try to naturally draw it off the Arcane Intellect, I guess. I don't have anything else to do anyway, so I might as well. Oh, if I had Biscuit, you're right. If this were a Biscuit, you're right. See, it did work out. I was trying to figure out if there's a scenario where Biscuit matters. If this were a Biscuit, I could play Polkelt and C'Thun next turn. Exactly what I was trying to work through earlier. I didn't account for the previous turn difference with Polkelt, but yeah. I mean, if this hits C'Thun anyway, I guess it's the same difference, but that's exactly what we were talking about. That's funny. So now I just need their health to be low enough and their board to be not intimidating enough to make the... Oh, God. Oh, dodged. Oh, God, I dodged it. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot about taking this completely, to be honest. I wasn't even thinking about taking this at all. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to guarantee the draw here.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
It's a little risky though because they have 28. They could play Yashiraj, right? So I have to go for it. But they could have a really big board here. They could play Yashiraj, take us again, and then I wouldn't have lethal. Oh my God! Oh God! Come on! My whole hand is minions. My whole hand is minions. I literally have like 7 minions in hand. Naturally.
When for me, when for you. By my calculations, you need to chill out.
I can't win, right? I mean, it's just it's so insane, dude. I think I had 6 or 7 minions in hand. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
They're not trapped. They're my pet.
I mean,
Put some soul into it.
I need flame. Well, I needed a Scorpid, and then I needed a Flame Strike, but I didn't hit the Scorpid, sadly.
A charming composition.
I honestly I don't really want to play Hearthstone anymore. That was so demoralizing. I mean, just so demoralizing.
You face
I mean, by the way, there was some, logical. You could have said like, oh, like don't draw your C'Thun because of Mutanus, but it's way more likely that I see a Yashiraj into Ticketus that eats the C'Thun in deck than it is that the 1 in 7 or 1 in 6 or whatever eats it in hand, right? Because I only had like 15 cards in deck, right? Ticketus is like a 1 in 3 to hit C'Thun, whereas Mutanus is like a 1 in 6 or something. Yeah, against Priest, I definitely do want to go fast. So maybe I hard mulligan for any draw, any tutors. Because who really cares if I have a Babbling Book against Priest, right? Not me. I think we just look for our cards ASAP. Yeah, if Nerlex had Rush, it would definitely be maybe too good. Because then you'd have the kind of catch up on board, right? And then also the insane value. That might be too strong. I wouldn't want to push him too hard. He's already getting played a lot. Okay, so no tutor cards yet. Thalanos a little bit of cycle though. Priest, I don't know. Problem with Priest is probably going to be getting the 30-point breakpoint to be good. Because they can heal themselves, right? So any like chip damage that connects early is probably not going to stick well. And then, oh, that's a good card. Then they might just have a minion or two on board and C'Thun will be drawn, but maybe won't be lethal. Kind of like what we saw with the Warlock. Even better, arguably. Because I doubt their health will be at like 7, but they might have, like 22 health and like a couple minions on board that are 5 health or something. 22 health and a couple pirates or something that I just can't. It's like, oh, they're at 32. Screw me, I can't win. But we'll try. Little minions like this sticking and connecting damage is the way to fix that. And good Eye of C'Thun and maybe generate a fireball or something off a Wand Thief, that sort of thing is how we can get there. That might give us the numbers we need. Or they're just AFK. That would be good too. Get to it. You think Nerlex will be buffed when it rotates to wild? I don't think so. I don't know why they would have any incentive to buff it. Usually that only happens if it's stuff that was nerfed, right? They didn't just like buff any random thing, did they? I thought it was only stuff that was previously nerfed. Maybe you're talking about something else. This is indeed a mage version of our C'Thun Tutor Priest. Yes. Exactly. You nailed it. Apexis is damage, which is pretty cool. Evocations, I think I'm going to take the evocation because it can be damage, and I'm like kind of light on cards already. I don't know if that's going to last throughout the course of this game because I do have a couple card draw options, but might be nice to just get me over the hump. Like, we have 8 mana at some point. I don't have anything to do. I just evocation into like whatever, Apex's Fireball, something interesting. This list is not as good as our C'Thun Tutor Priest, by the way, Kirsten Lopez. It feels like the turns in between, we're not stabilizing nearly as well against aggro, nor are we really creating any extra pressure that makes C'Thun more likely to stick. So we don't really have a notable strength over that list that I can identify anyway. Still going to Renew Face. Okay, they know where the place is. Wow. All right. Ooh, good draw. Good draw. Love it. Very nice. I was going to ping, but we'll just take Frostweave Babbling. That's fine. This 1-2 is pretty good here. Like Brain Freeze, fine. Decent little tempo board. If we can connect, 5-6 damage here, that's going to go a long way. Body C'Thun's pretty solid on curve and Ajandis as well. We're getting good minion pressure so far. Plus, we're down to, what, 2? Well, no, still 3 C'Thun pieces, but 2 after this card goes through at least. Star Scryer, what is it, 2? It's Body on 5, Jandis on 6. Part of me wonders if this list, like, we've got a lot of, well, we can't run spells. I keep forgetting we can't run spells. So it's like every time I want to run, like, a fireball or something to soften up the opponent, we can't. It's not allowed. Good 5 chip here. Love that. 22's starting to look good. Like to get them down to about 14 and stick it though, so they don't heal a bunch. Now we'll just Jandis on 6. I guess if this board's still intact, I might be tempted to body to spread out the wide board nature a little bit so we don't play too hard into like a condemn or something. Jandis is pretty weak to condemn with all these low health minions on board too.
Is Elun's will.
Yeah, Mage is definitely not as good at stabilizing compared to Priest. Can trade in here, so maybe Jandis is better. Still a little susceptible perhaps, but not too bad.
What makes something real?
Yeah, that's actually such an insane roll. Are you kidding me how much extra damage I just got? That's so good. 4 extra damage is like insanely valuable in this matchup. That's crazy. Inara could even live, honestly. Wow. That's so good. That's fantastic extra damage. Okay, feeling a lot better all of a sudden. Inara MVP. Palm Reading is actually a pretty good sign because they're committing mana maybe without an easy answer here. Shadow Word Death or something right there? What is that? Hysteria. Oh. That could hit anything and not Inara. Oh, God! Any minion would have... Oh! I mean, I'm not too upset because I still keep a pretty decent board here, but God, any other of the minions, it would have died and Inara would have lived and I would have had 8 damage on board. That's so bad. That's such a brutal 1 in 3. Such a brutal 1 in 3. That's okay. Let's just keep it going. It's kind of weird. I'm like almost just winning on board, but I'm going to have to pivot into C'Thun stuff soon. Gonna have these kind of middle turns where I let them stabilize too much health probably, but I also need to be mindful of apotheosis options, but at the moment I don't really have great ways to react to minions. I need like Maw or stuff small enough that Heart answers it. The problem there, of course, though, is that I kill my own board at the moment. Ah, okay. Pretty expensive board clear there, really. I don't think I mind that too much. Hey, Lime Fury with the 2 months, man. Thank you. Oh, big turn there. Big healing. So this is what I was talking about, right? It's like, it's going to be hard to get them to those thresholds. I don't think I ripped the Heart of C'Thun yet.
Want it? I got it.
Wildfire? Suddenly I'm a hunter and negate their hero power? Yeah, why not? I don't know. Sure. Sphere or Babbling Book? Actually, I like Sphere better. We're getting to the point where I need to start finding C'Thun cards. I don't know. Plus, I kind of almost need to be behind on board if you look at my hand, right? Like all of these cards are pointing towards being behind. So the more I'm ahead on board, the more challenging it is to play some of this stuff. So like getting extra minions in here may not really go that far. I admire how you can play this game day in, day out without being constantly tilted. I like that you had the word constantly because I've been tilted a couple times this week, to be sure. So you're right. I'm not constantly tilted. That's fair. I am occasionally tilted, just not constantly. Okay, kind of awkward to answer that, huh? Hand's a little full for evocation, so let's see if we can't find something cool here. I think it's still Brain Freeze, right? Because I don't want Apotheosis to beat me, but it's not perfect. I gotta say, it's not perfect. Generally, Mask would be pretty exciting, but Devolving Missiles, the problem is, right, it's just like, it's still gonna be pretty big. It barely does anything. So default, this is 5 on that already. That sets it up for the Heart next turn minus any healing. It's 3 mana. I can still play an Observer. Yeah, I'm cool with this. I obviously don't love pinging minions when face damage is such an important metric, but since it sets up the Heart really nicely, I think I'm cool with it here. If they heal it, of course, I can just ping again. If they heal it with like Renews and stuff, might be more problematic, but we still have the poison here too, so they got to figure that out as well. Hopefully they just develop more minions and I get a good Heart of C'Thun. Okay, that's not the kind of minion I meant, for the record. That is a really good minion. Well, let's just see if Heart cleans this up. I don't know. It does. Cool. Wow. That was kind of fortunate. It wasn't unlikely necessarily, but it wasn't likely. It's 5 health's pretty low for 7 mana. So I'm still, man, I'm really still not finding my C'Thun cards. I need Evocation to hit some card draw maybe, but that's why we grabbed it, so. And the hand is pretty small now, so. Ooh, I like that those cost health. Spin those. Take some damage. Single 8/8's really scary even with just Apotheosis, right? So I gotta be Got to be mindful. This could find me Maw fairly reliably. Eye of C'Thun might also be decent because I just have ping and eye to soften it up. So either one's probably okay. Maw is definitely my favorite though. All right. So now we're down to eye only, and then C'Thun's ready. Still got to be mindful of breakpoints, etc. Oh, Lime Fury. Oh my God. I saw that gifted sub and I didn't even think about it saying anything until just now. Lime Fury, thanks for the gifted sub to Grilled Cheese. Also, Grilled Cheese has been binge watching a lot of your videos on YouTube. Saw the run-of-the-mill rogue one and the joke killed me. I'm glad, man. Some of you guys say like, oh man, that was the funniest thing you've ever said. And I was like, wasn't even trying to be funny. That one I was, of course, but I'm glad the jokes are sticking with somebody. Somebody, I forget what it was in a recent video. I said something really stupid and somebody was like, oh, I was dying. I was dead. It's always funny for me to hear that. Okay, so good softening here. I guess we take Ivory. I mean, Eye of C'Thun would be so nuts if I hit it, or any of my tutors. But Ivory's pretty solid too, just because I don't have a lot going on right now. Ping here to clean up. Ivory into like a brain freeze would be really nice, for instance. I'm a little sad that I'm maybe stalling out this evocation another turn, but... Oh, Coerce is cool too. Just keeping the minions dead, right, is a big deal. And Coerce helps me keep future minions dead. It's a pretty high pressure board, honestly, too. 8 damage chilling here. They kind of have to react to this. I'm just scared of that Apotheosis, but I'm kind of running out of time for it to stick. So I need to find the Eye of C'Thun soon and set this win up, because I'm not going to be able to keep up forever like this. We've gotten kind of lucky so far, frankly, that I have. So, I don't know. Just draw Starscryer, please. Heart of C'Thun, okay. Condemn maybe here, Hero Power. Looks like. Just Holy Nova, whatever. Okay. That's a lot of healing, unfortunately, but so be it. Is this an evocation turn? Look for like card draw. Let's look for an eye first. 5 cards, 8 mana. Find some card draw, find some burst damage, find some tempo plays. I don't know. Kind of getting desperate here. We're running out of time. Damage and card draw. I think I take this, right? Gotta play this one first so the intellect won't actually draw anything, so. Okay, still no eye. Man, that last tutor card and the eye are really stuck. Where are they, man? Does that mean I didn't draw a single C'Thun Peach naturally, did I? I didn't, because we had all 3 of the other tutor cards. That means I haven't drawn a single C'Thun piece. Polkout's still not really that good because the eye, there's 4 5-drops still. Well, I guess 3 with Polkout himself. I'd rather just take the raw roll. Of course. Why not? They have not played an eye yet either. I could actually take theirs. It's not even that unlikely. It's like a 1 in 4 that I get their eye. Yeah, I'm going to take their eye.
One for me.
No! No! I don't know how greedy I need to be here for like damage, right? Because this is so much damage. I do have Coerce, do have another Scorpid. I'm gonna take more damage, but I am really, really not building out what I need to. Okay, whatever. 10 more damage. These suck though. It's never getting minions. They might be nice like post C'Thun though. This is an instance where I could like play C'Thun to clear the board and soften them up, and then have like double Apexes to follow after the C'Thun, right? Wow, that is actually insane. Oh my god, I'm so screwed now. I can't clear a board. This is what I was talking about. Like, I'm eventually going to run into boards I cannot clear. That was such a busted turn. Oh my god. I wouldn't have even cared about the against all odds, but them getting the board out of it is so insane. And I still don't have an Eye of C'Thun. Oh, this is not trending well anymore, guys. There's really no cards left here that are great for me. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, team. I think this might be GG, man. Oh, this eye is just never showing up. Yay, another Scorpion. I need Babbling Book into Flame Strike, don't I? They got a C'Thun card, I'm sure. Okay, they didn't develop a ton of extra pressure here, at least. Nor did they play an Apotheosis, which makes me happy. I need a Flame Strike. Babbling Book, hook me up, bro. Eye of C'Thun again, maybe? It's not that good against the board, but it just gets me there, you know what I mean? Like, it's even more likely if it's not... I think they would have played it if it were in hand. I'm gonna go for this again. I may regret this, but whatever. I'm just over it at this point. Come on, baby. Oh my god. Soul Mirror and Hysteria are kind of intriguing. I can Soul Mirror now is the cool thing. And ping. No, I can't ping. I only have 1 mana left. Could Soul Mirror Babbling Book. I need to clear stats out of the board.
There must be a way.
Giving them a Soul Mirror, but I'm not that worried about their Soul Mirror because I'm not going to have anything on board of value. I'm actually going to Font of Power. I can get more tutor stuff, so maybe should have done this sooner even, honestly. Okay, Want Thief's at least cheap. I mean, we're both practically in fatigue, and I still don't have my eye. This is the one game we've had a lot of trouble finding the C'Thun pieces because we never drew a natural one is why. If we had drawn any natural C'Thun piece, we'd already be done. Usually we have it done at like turn 10, 11. This is crazy, man. We've actually, you know, I was thinking like, we've gotten through some very powerful plays, by the way. Oh, they had it in hand the whole time. Okay, so their C'Thun is done. That is not good news. I don't know how my deck didn't finish a C'Thun first. This is brutal. Actually crazy to think about. My whole deck is built around getting C'Thun, and I didn't finish it first. Completely bonkers, man.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Just totally crazy how I didn't get it done first. I still don't have it. This is so nuts. Oh my god, it's so nuts, man.
You don't pick the wands.
It's gonna be the bottom card of the deck, isn't it? He's gonna top deck C'Thun here and kill me. And my eye is still just gonna be sitting in my deck, just mocking me. He didn't top deck it, did he? Okay, thank god. That's still scary though, because I need stats on board to deny the C'Thun. Hey, okay, this guarantees the C'Thun. Okay, I don't have a choice, right? We're just in a race right now. We're just in a race right now. I just need to top deck the C'Thun before they do. It's just a race, right? I don't know. It's a 1 in 6 for them and a 1 in 5 for me. So just figure it out. I don't know. I can actually pull Kelt into it, but it's, you know, it's a turn delayed basically. So I will, if there's nothing else happening, right? I'll just pull Kelt and Varden any board they build. But I just hope I top deck it. If there's any justice in the universe, I'll top deck it. And I did. There's justice in the universe. Let's freaking go. Oh my god. It took 45 minutes to find the eye, but then we get there. Wow. Not lucky, but also lucky. Oh. Justice in the universe. Finally. So we're guaranteed that Frostweave and Starscryer draw C'Thun cards. We play those as quick as we can, and then we have a very early C'Thun. We did this previously in Priest. This is a Mage version. I don't know which is better. The Priest version we actually won a lot of games with. This version so far we've lost a couple, but we're still very early in testing, so I don't know. Priest has perhaps a little bit more natural survivability built into the class because of their hero power. So, you know, if you're only playing minions, sometimes you lack reactivity a little bit. Although both classes, Mage and Priest, are pretty good at generating stuff. We can run a lot of cards like Wand Thieves and Wand Makers. venomous scorpions to find the cards we need to react to opponents' boards.
So much untapped power.
Oh, I got the volume too loud, don't I? Got that Book of Heroes volume. Let's fix that. It's not a zoo deck, so I don't really need Observer, but I do just kind of like tempoing the Observer, honestly. I don't know. It's that 4/5 body. I don't need to find these pieces just yet, so we'll see. Really hating this Ragnaros encounter. Interestingly, we got really lucky on the Rag fight. I hated the Sylvanas fight, I think. We could not hit an Arbor up to save our life. One Thief's fine this turn, yeah. We'll go ahead and Frostweave, because we might get like an Eye or something that's pretty good to play on turn 5. Yeah, okay, cool. We want to get these in as quickly as possible, so drawing them as quickly as possible makes sense. Ultimately, I like Brain Freeze. Taking stats out of play helps for the future C'Thun, right? I do need a little bit of chipped face damage this game, so and any of these minions connecting could be a big deal. That trade's cool because this just kills it now. That's good for us. Mortal Coil. This is an interesting Warlock list. I haven't really oh my god. Okay. Well, this might be tough. He's a hard deck burner boy here. All right, I gotta push for C'Thun cards hard now, so I need anything that's a tutor or a C'Thun card, I think. I don't have time to wait here. Babbling Book is neither of those things, but Altar of Fires and Ticketus, of course, so we're gonna lose our deck ASAP. I mean, I guess technically he may not have Ticketus. He might have like Niru package or something instead, but you'd think both would be possible. Or he could use Ticketus on his own cards, maybe. Just tempo 6/6. Drain Soul, sure. It's no big deal. We can just Brain Freeze this 1/3 just fine. As long as they're not playing Altar of Fire, I'm a happy boy. Yeah, it's not a C'Thun or tutor card, so let's switch it up. Cram Sessions actually, I just gotta draw cards, so even unbuffed, it's something. Not a ton of chip damage yet. Those Drain Souls definitely. Okay, is this just a tempo Ticketus? Let's see. This matters a lot, right? Tempo Ticketus would be great news for us, I think, but Dark Lady, no worries. Appreciate the nice fight. You kind of cheated, but that's okay. Polk Out, I mean, like, Polk Out theoretically gets me closer to my C'Thun cards, but not exactly. Because there's so many 5-drops. That gets me closer to my C'Thun cards, okay. I don't think I need to ping the Star Scryer, but it's not a crazy thought. If it was the 4th C'Thun piece, I think I would absolutely ping the Star Scryer just to make sure I got the 4th C'Thun piece, but it's only the 3rd C'Thun piece. So if I like overcommit to killing my own stuff, I may still not get my C'Thun cards, right? So let them do it for me, basically. Hope it works out that way. Hit the other one. Nice. Saved. Wow, am I gonna get an empty board mask, and is it worth it? Is the other side of the question here. I think it's worth it, yeah. They're gonna be so stressed about their health, they're not gonna be thinking about the C'Thun stuff as much, maybe. Of course, the other side of that is I may just come up short and never get enough damage, but I need the chip damage if C'Thun's gonna win too, because they might have a board that's annoying and stuff. So we got Maw here. The dude behind is a kind of annoying play though. I wonder if I should have gone for devolving missiles. Yeah, I'm going to actually, because I don't want that lifesteal to pop out. I can mod later if I need to. No devolving missiles, but let's build a board, right? It's fine. Make it double. All right. Maybe I should have held this for a spell. I don't know. Maybe just play the other demon companions better. I don't know the answer. I really need to find that last C'Thun piece though, because they are gonna want to play that Altar of Fire pretty soon, I'm sure. Shame I didn't hit Devolving. That's really sad. Also, that healing sucks. That's tough for me. I can now maw trade though, or maybe just maw heart shooting star is better, or just maw heart is actually enough if I give them 5 healing. Is 5 healing worth it? Yes, because I can hit face for 4, so kind of negated a little bit. Plus I have a net gain on the armor side of things. Okay, so I just have to trade one of the 1/1s in here.
So fun.
Okay, down to that final C'Thun piece, man. I can't find it right now though. It's sad. Now Talon gets me a Solarian Prime, which is pretty sweet. Don't play Altar of Fire. Don't play Ticketus, please. Don't play that either. Oh crap. Oh no, don't play that either. That's really good too. Oh crap. Oh, okay. Top deck, baby. Let's do it. I trust in you, Solarian. Hey. Oh, the volume missile is really nice. Hit here. Hit here. Nice. Oh, pretty good. Yeah. Oh, mask is good too. Let's go. Clear something, please. Oh, actually, that lines up perfectly. Oh my god. Oh no, devolving's bad. I wanted a shooting star. No. No, that's so much worse. Round 2. Shooting star got worse, so we just do this again, right? Pepper, dude, I'm doing great. Thanks to the 100 bits. I get to play 2 Solarians in a turn, so I'm a happy camper. Fireball. Worst target. Barrier's fine. Flurry's fine. Fireball. Primordial's fine. Okay. Really not too bad there. Oh, I got another Solarian. Okay, this game's not going to plan, but it's going wonderfully. I don't care if it's going to plan. I'm just having fun right now. Okay, that's big heals. That's annoying, but did wipe out their own minions. They didn't get that spell burst at least. That's cool. Wait, did they not? They must have a Mortal Coil or something, I guess, right? Oh, did they leave this up accidentally? Oh my god, they didn't. It's a demon. Oh, they forgot it's a demon. Oh, yes, it's not an elemental, even though it looks like it. Oh no! I didn't even have lethal though. They weren't dead. They should have played it out, man. I had a lot of spell damage, so I would have cleared pretty effectively, but oh my god. What a weird win. Not the traditional win, but you take those.